walking down below will lift their heads and see purple, yellow, red, and white, a color jamboree.
When you do a repeated read aloud with children, it's important that you feature the same book. So we really investigate the same book for 5 days. And that means we can draw out vocabulary, we can draw out the conflict in the story, the problems, the emotions. We can make real world connections with the kids.
What else is in the shopping cart? Bananas. There's a lot of things in this store. Have you ever bought bananas at the store?
Repetition is great because their little minds need to be able to do something over and over to really get it, to really understand what it is that they're reading. So I think it was a great idea that the Minnesota Reading Corps have the child care providers do the books over and over again for a whole week.
The research shows that if children have repeated exposure to a book and to vocabulary words, the amount of words that they retain shoots way up.
Garden!
We have vocab cards that we introduce before we start reading the book.
Who remember what our story's about yesterday?
And then we go into the read aloud and just get really excited and enthusiastic and kind of let the kids share and feedback and answer questions.
They went shopping, didn't they? Yes. What happened in the middle of the book?
At the end of the read aloud, we do what's called rapid automatic naming with the vocab cards again.
Oh, how fast can you go?
Garden. Heart.
And we try to go
Shopping
through them
cart.
really fast and flip them and
Good
see if
job.
kids can read them really fast, try and get in
Good.
fluency.
Heavy.
Good job. Are you ready to read with me?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. I'll pick a child that I will go and sit down and they'll get to read the book to me how they see the picture. What it does, it gets them to really want to know what the words are. And then I will read the story to them. Well, I said that. I know, yeah, I thought they were doing that, but it gets them a way to express what the book is saying to them, even if it's not right word for word, but it's something that they could look at and say, okay, I am reading this book. I can read this book. It just shows you if you grab on them to them at an early age and do that repetition with them, that they could get it. And by the time they do reach kindergarten, they'll feel confident about themselves, about, hey, I know that. My teacher, Miss Melanie, taught me that already. How you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Good, I'm doing good. I asked the parents to do homework with the kids.
She sends the book home that they've been working on for the week. It is our duty to read it to her, and it's amazing. It's fun, and she won't let us forget. You know, we're trying to get her, in bed by a certain time, and she's like, I didn't read my book. I didn't read my book.
What is so amazing about the Minnesota Reading Corps is that it doesn't just help the preschoolers, it also helps the infants and the toddlers.
Uh-oh, show me her shoes. Dwelle, he was 15 months and he had the concept of reading. He was coming home and he knew how to pick up a book and just point at it and just understood that the concept of just reading and just looking at the pictures and pulling something out of it was something that, he was already exposed to. So it made it easier for us to continue the process at home, to read to him every day, make sure that we're practicing those different skills to create literacy. Please, baby. She's sticking her tongue out.